listening to The Cooler with me, Rebecca Berman. My television broadcast, The Cooler, is set to air in 2016, but I just could not wait. So thanks to Igloo and my sponsored Cooler, we were able to create a modern-day talk show with a colossal Igloo cooler as its centerpiece. The Cooler's contents are comically revealed to the guests as it relates to them. So what is in the cooler? Stay tuned. You're about to enter The Cooler.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Cooler. I'm so glad you guys are all here with me today. And I know you're going to see something special on camera today that I usually don't have on camera, so I'm very excited about that. And I have so many great guests today, and I can't wait for you to meet them. One of them is Cherie Corso, and there she is. Hey Sheree, how are you? And my other guest is Angelica Belcamino. Yes, all right. And there's Joey. Hey, how are you? With Kosmos. He's one of our sponsors today. So, I just have to digress for a minute before I go into talking about this awesome company, Kosmos. And Joey, am I saying that right, Kosmos? Something happened where I live, and it was very upsetting to hear about it. But a young girl was bullied in our middle school, and I know one of the guests today is a national parenting expert, which is why I am even bringing this up. But it was just very upsetting. There are some, I guess they're going to try to sue the school district. I'm not quite sure. The middle school teachers. I don't really know. I kind of just heard about it and read it really quickly. But some young girl was bullied a year or two ago, and now she's no longer in the school. And I guess she felt like the teachers didn't stand up for her. So now they're going to be suing a school district, which is kind of, disturbing and strange, and I can't even imagine how it's going to play out. I feel like I'm already watching the next OJ movie. No, I mean, I'm sure I'm not. But in any case, so that's kind of, a little bit of a sensitive thing, and I'm really happy Sheree is here today to help me, sort that out. But we won't spend a lot of time in that because Sheree has many, many other talents. So I first want to tell everyone a little bit about one of my sponsors today. It is Kosmos, and they're a premier luxury goods store serving the New York metro area since 1979. And, okay, wait, I have to get out my glasses because now I can read it much better. Kosmos is a premier luxury goods store serving the New York metro area since 1979. They are the only authorized independent retailer to carry top brands such as Cartier, Bulgari, Chopard, and Montblanc, Hermes, and Longchamp, Burberry, Salvador Ferragamo, Estee Lauder, Clinique, and so many more under one roof in each of their 3 locations. And I'll get back to that in a minute. Kosmos is knowledgeable and experienced staff are ready to serve you in their jewelry, apparel, handbag, shoe, accessory, and cosmetic needs. And you should definitely visit them at their store in Manhattan, which is one of their top locations. That is at 20 West 36th Street between 5th and 6th. And you can also find them online at cosmosonline.com. Kosmos, COSMOS-online.com. And let me tell you a little bit about what we have today. I feel like I'm like Vanna White. Let me show you what we have today. Okay, so here's their little catalog, which is beautiful, and it has all of the, hi guys. And it has all of their different things that they sell in their store. And Joey Lee is the owner, or one of the owners of the store, and he is amazing. And I'm sure him or his staff will be able to help you if you go up and visit them. So let me tell you a little bit about the Estee Lauder deal that he brought in today. And I love this because, oops, I got to get my little notes. Sorry. One of the great things about it is if you, this is a free gift with purchase, and if you spend up to, this is $130 worth of free product if you spend $35. So you get this cute little bag, you get a couple of different lipsticks, let's see. Ooh, I like this one. This is a nice nude color. You also get, I think this is a cream. This is a rouge, I'm sorry. Ooh, cool, I love that. And it looks like a mascara is here. Yes, and you get to also choose one of these two creams. So one is a day wear lotion. Oh, I almost ruined the whole display. And one is a resilience lift. I do need a resilience lift. Maybe that's like right here, my eyes. Joey, I might have to take this home with me. Okay. Okay, then in addition to that, if you spend $65 at the Estee Lauder counter, you will get this beautiful bag. I do love a makeup bag. Don't you just love a makeup bag? There's only so many fun things you can put in it, and you can never have enough, is what I like to say. And so you get all of these things. You get either the Resilience Lift or the Day Wear Cream. Plus, you get either these two items, which are, let's see, which is a New Dimension serum. Oh, serums are, you know, those are great. You know, serums like really make your face all moist, I think. The lady who does my skin loves those. What is that called when you get your skin all, oh yes, exfoliated. Thank you, at the Day Spa. And another, oh, this is a Resilience Lift also. It must be a different kind. So for $65, you can get all of these plus one of these, plus either these two and or you can get the Nightwear Plus. Nightwear is really good because you can put it on right before you go to bed, after you take your makeup off. And you can get the, okay, I can't make out what that is, but you can get that too. Let's see if we can, oh, it smells really good. Okay. I'm sorry, I need my glasses on to tell you guys what this is so you know when you go to Estee Lauder if you can get it. It is Advanced Night Repair for your eyes. Okay, and I always do need that. So you guys should all check out Joey's store, Kosmos, and I think you're going to be really happy with what you find there. So I'm going to also get ready to introduce my first guest. Hi. I'm going to get ready to introduce my first guest, which is Cherie Corso. She is an entrepreneur. She is I have to get my card because Cherie does a lot of things. So she owner and creator of G2 Organics Health and Wellness Company, and she's also the Word on the Street blog is hers. In addition to that, she's a Reiki master, which is a energy reader. And, which I mentioned at first, she is a national parenting expert and been on Fox 5 many a time over parenting issues, which is one of the things I had brought up earlier. So let me just move this, and we're going to go right to the video.
Cherie Corso, mom and blogger.
Sheree, welcome Sheree.
Cherie Corso from G2Organics.com.
I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many dates.
We have a role in the household for our moral compass. Children are so bombarded with so much information that this information is guided, and we can guide our children through these terms. Millions of people in the United States suffering from sexual dysmorphia. The sooner that we open up the conversation, the better. I'm totally against giving money for children to do chores.
Are you pro-chores, just against pay for chores?
I think that I don't want to label them as chores. When you get up and you make your bed, I believe that's just part of the responsibility for the household.
You wrote a piece that really says, you know what, it's okay. Let our kids have credit cards. In fact, my daughter's doing it and she's doing pretty well by it. What was your argument?
My piece was give your child a debit card and watch what happens. And I think that you have to teach kids responsibility, choices, and also creativity. What she does is she has her little debit card and she'll sell little things on eBay. It goes in her card and it gives her choices. She loves to go shopping, and she always feels a little bit more empowered with that card. She even wrote this book crazy ponytails. Parents need to guide and protect their children, and I think Brad and Angelina should not be considered the trailblazing for parenthood. To put it out there in the public that they're doing to this little girl, to have them call her, the daughter, John, I think that's crazy.
This is one of our polishes. It's part of the DNA collection. A portion of all our sales goes towards cancer research.
Loved her.
Hey, okay, Sheree, that video was great. I loved it. Nice reel.
Oh, thank you, girl.
And so while we were not on camera just now, you just dished a little on celebrity gossip.
Oh, I love it.
And what did you say to me?
You know what? All right, just between us.
Just between us.
I did meet Brooke Shields
and I
at
love
an
her.
event, and I thought I loved her. You know,
Right.
the whole eyebrows.
Yes.
I'm 6 feet tall. She's 6 feet tall.
Right.
We're
Was she
about
the
the same
same height
age.
as you?
She was.
Okay.
But I have to say,
Yes.
she didn't come with hair and makeup.
Oh,
And she was
really?
probably like 35 minutes late to the event of her book.
Right.
And I just felt like it was very disrespectful. I'm a time nut.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
know New York, you got to be on time.
Yes,
and
yes.
she's a New Yorker, and she was smart,
right.
she was nice, but I left not loving her.
Well, I think that we should together decide maybe it was an off day for her.
I'm gonna give her that because she's a mom. You know, it gets crazy with the thing. I'm gonna give her
I
off day.
love her on the Today Show when she does she's like a regular person.
Yeah, she
and they do
is.
some kind of round table.
Yeah, I didn't get good energy from her.
Oh,
I
so we
didn't.
are going
Tell me.
right into
Hugh
the
Jackman
energy.
Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
is.
Oh, he is hot. Okay.
But the energy is so good with him. He's so
Really?
real. Yeah.
That's so
he's
cool.
Good. Yeah.
That's neat. Wait, who else? What other celebrities have you met that have good energy?
Good energy. I just met Kate Hudson
On the spot.
with the movie of Kung Fu Panda 3.
Right.
She was really nice, and Lucy Liu is awesome.
Oh, really?
She was great.
Very nice
She
to
was great.
hear
They're all
that.
about the chi. All
Right.
about the
Okay.
chi.
And I know they all meditate. I'm sure.
Yeah, you know,
Right.
only start with five minutes a day can
Right.
really change you and just set you and put you in the right frame of
Yes,
mind.
because I recently had started meditating, so that's what
It really does, and
everybody
it
says.
raises your frequency to get to the higher level.
Right.
So it's great.
That is really cool. And I know you have a couple of things, but before we
Sure,
even get into
definitely.
them, I have something for you. You're going to be cracking up because I did not warn Cherie that I was
No.
doing this.
I'm a mother. I'm like, hit me with anything you got.
So in the cooler
As long as it's not a
today-
dead body, but we can hide the body.
In the cooler today, I have brought a vase.
Okay.
I have brought
Oh my gosh!
I have brought some
I
saran
love
wrap.
it. I love it.
And I even brought, they're not really roses, but they're pretty anyway.
Okay.
And I brought a scissor.
Oh my God,
Are
I
you
love
cracking
it.
up at me that I did this to you?
You know what? You're prepared. You did your research. I recently did something about 60-second centerpiece.
Yes.
Okay?
you did.
So you're putting me to the test. Can we get this done in 60 seconds?
And this is the thing. When I watched on your blog, Word on the Street,
Yeah.
and I watched you do your thing, and even if you did thank you, I got it from home. Even if you did like a little trick photography, it still looks super fast, and it was super cute. And I loved it, and I'll help you. So,
I can do it in we can do it in 60 seconds.
Okay, so I have a timer on my phone, but we'll just have to kind of fudge it.
Okay, what we're going to do is you
So I'm
ready?
making your blog come to life on the show.
Oh my God, you are like incredible. So the first thing that you do is you take your saran wrap.
Right.
Do we have a timer here?
We might have to ask one of our guests to
put
tell
it
us
in-
when a minute is up.
Put it in here.
Okay,
Now
all
we're
right,
going
thanks,
to take
Angela.
the limes, which are pre-cut.
Right.
Usually I cut them, and you're
Right.
going to stick them in here.
Okay.
And you're gonna stick them right in here because
Right.
this is going to give you that look
Right.
with the lime.
Oh, and I
all the
loved
way
it. It was so
around.
pretty on your
And
blog.
I call this citrus rose because what girl doesn't like citrus?
And by the way, you guys can't smell this, but they smell so
Oh, it does smell good. And did you know citrus was also a natural antibacterial?
No.
Yeah, so if you have a cold, your kids are cold.
Right.
I give my 12-year-old hot toddies all the time.
Oh, you do,
when
and
she's
she
sick.
and she likes that.
Oh,
them.
no, does she? And she's
Wait, so
sweet.
no alcohol in those?
Oh, yes, I do. A hot
what do you-
toddy.
what
It's
it-
better than cough medicine. It's better than cough medicine.
Maybe we should have given it to the bullies in my story from earlier
I can't
today.
wait to hear this story. And then we go like this. Now
Okay.
we're going to
Yeah, cut them
the roast.
however it works for you.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna, I think I need to go a little bit short.
Yeah.
And we stick it in here.
Okay.
And you know what I often do?
Yeah.
I'm all for greenery, like using stuff around the house.
Right.
So if you have a bush or something,
Okay.
which I've done, let's just go this. And do we have a time?
Oh, how are we doing, Angela?
Just at 60 seconds.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
60
Okay,
seconds.
so that was pretty fast.
And then we put.
You had a couple of more things in your bouquet that came with yours.
Okay.
But look how beautiful that looks. Come on, that looks great,
And
audience.
there we go.
How great is that?
Thank you. That's beautiful.
You're
I'll fix this
welcome.
up for you because we have to
Okay.
put a little fluff on it.
Okay, but
Yeah.
but in honor of Valentine's Day, I had to do a little,
Sure.
a little floral
Sure.
thing.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
These are beautiful.
All right, so can you tell me a little bit about how you got started with your blog?
Okay. Well, you know what? I really find that I am a very opinionated person.
Okay.
Like all of us here in New York. We all
Right.
have a little something to say. And I just started writing about my experiences.
Right.
And people found them interesting. And you know what? One that really hit off is give your kid a debit card. Watch what happens.
Ooh.
In the national
And what does
the
happen?
Post happen. They learn to be fiscal responsibility.
Yes, and they're like, give
Add,
me more
subtract.
money.
Yep. And then they're like, well, I only have this, Mom. Can you give me more? And you have to say no. And then when
Right.
people send the money, I mean, my daughter only had like $150.
Right.
Okay. And she went shopping.
Right.
She hit Claire's. She hit this. She hit that.
Right.
But I couldn't believe it did go national, the story.
Right,
And
that's
it hit
great.
the New York Post.
That's great.
And yeah, it really did. And then I wound up on Fox and Friends. And I
Wow.
can't believe how many people thought I was a kook.
No, but
They
you're
thought it
so
was
good.
crazy. They thought it was crazy. They were like, give kids credit cards. And I'm like, I said debit card.
They're right. My daughters have debit cards, and they call all the time. Can you meet me at the store because you didn't give me enough money on my debit card?
Exactly.
And I'm like, no, I'm not meeting you at this store.
Exactly. But you know what? They do learn to be fiscal responsible.
Yes.
They learn financial literacy, and there's a lot to it.
Right, I agree with you. And they do get there's a limited amount on that card, so
Right,
you're gonna only be able to do so much damage.
Absolutely.
I don't disagree with you because that's what we do in my house, so I don't think it's kooky at all.
You know what? They're always buying iTunes and all this stuff.
Right.
Mom, can I have your credit card? You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right, that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah, and then what was another one I did? The way you eat your pizza can tell me what type of lover you are.
Oh, okay, I'm so mad I didn't bring pizza in my cooler today. You guys, run out and get us pizza.
Rebecca, how do you eat your pizza, with a fork and knife, or?
I actually do half and half.
Oh, you do. You fold.
No, I don't.
Oh, you do like it.
I'll eat a couple slices cut it up, and then
So
I'll
you're a
eat
little
it like
bit
regular.
cautious, and then
Yes.
you go for it. You're a
Yes.
little bit.
And then I might go
cautious,
back
little,
to.
And then you go back for right.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, all right. So you read my whole thing from the pizza eating. We didn't actually need the pizza.
No, I do.
And I have, all right, so we know about your word on the street and how you kind of entered in this whole world, which is exciting.
It's a whole world.
Had you not known, you really didn't know that it was going to take off like that.
You know what? You don't know what's going to catch people.
Right.
You truly don't.
Right.
And but I really believe that if you're just authentic,
Right.
be who you are,
Right.
and I just write about my experiences and what go on. So a lot of people can relate to it.
Right, and I totally agree with you with
Yeah.
that. And so
And just like what you do, I mean, people, it's fun. This was unbelievable.
I know.
I can't believe it. I want to
great
fix
was
it
that?
up, but that's great.
I know. So I had to. I figured I had already seen you do it recently on your. I'm assuming it was recent because it was the first thing that came up. So I wouldn't be really tricking.
No,
you
no,
badly.
I love it. I love it.
And now, can you tell me a little bit about being an owner and creator of G2 Organics, your health and wellness?
Sure. G2 Organics, I have been a Reiki master and a into the spirituality since I've been probably for about 30 years.
Okay, you have to tell me what a Reiki master is, because
Okay,
I do not know.
Oh, okay. Did you ever feel like the energy? You walk in a room, like
Yes,
and you
I know
feel
what
like
you mean.
the energy of people. Some people have
Yes.
good energy, some people have good. Well, there's a
Yes.
whole science to it, and
Okay.
it's a Japanese reading of energy.
Oh, wow.
And people do hands-on healing.
Okay.
And they'll lay a person down,
Right.
and they can move the energy around to
Right.
put it in different areas to heal.
Ooh,
Or did you ever
wow.
bang yourself and you're like,
Yeah, and you're like, ow, that
you're
kills.
putting
Yeah.
energy there.
Right.
Or did you ever have like a night where you're like on? Mm-hmm. That's your
Oh, is that supposed to be on like I had sex? On?
like you're feeling good. Everything is in sync. Everything is going. So,
So, and now
Yes.
some of the things that you brought today, did they relate
yes,
to
everything.
that? Okay.
Everything. My mom had breast cancer, so she's fine now.
That's good. Okay,
and,
that's great.
Here's a present for you.
Oh, thank you so much. That
And
was really nice.
What?
With the Valentine theme.
I know, really. Here. Oh my gosh, I brought you a rose.
Okay,
Rebecca,
thank you.
do you accept this rose?
I do. I
There
love
you go.
that show. I'm obsessed with that show. This is a good season too.
Yeah.
On The Bachelor. Thank you.
Yes. Oh,
I
you're
do
very
accept the
welcome.
rose.
So I said, women put over 500 chemicals on their body, women and men, even
Right.
before they leave their house. So I
Right.
said, you know what? I need to develop a better product.
Okay.
And so I started with the organics, and the more research you did, you know how you're up like at 1, 2 in
Right.
the morning researching online.
Right.
I came up with a few products.
Okay.
And one of them is, the all organic bath bombs, but everything's Reiki charged. So whether you feel it or whether you don't,
Okay.
it does infuse with good energy. So after you take a
Wow.
bath with that, you are going to feel it. Did you ever?
So this is what I have right here while I eat my chocolate.
Right.
In the bath.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
And these are bath bombs. Let me just
Okay.
show you the bath
Okay, yeah,
bomb.
let's see 'em.
And then this is one product that everyone loves.
Oh, let's.
Oh, and this one is oatmeal.
Ooh.
And it really does.
Oh,
make
it
your
smells
skin.
so good.
This is for my girl over
Okay,
there.
all right.
This is for her right before her acting.
Okay.
And then another product is called the Hickey Stick.
Okay.
And this
what does that do?
this is for not only hickeys,
Right.
it's for
Oh, the
pimples,
hickey stick.
red marks.
This is good for not married people.
This is great.
This is good
You
for
know
like
what?
singles, divorcees. That's hysterical.
Exactly.
Teenagers.
And it's a cover stick, and
Right.
it was you just put it on.
when this is your creation.
This is my creation.
I love that.
Do you like it?
That is the cutest thing
You can
ever.
mix it to your skin tone.
Okay, very
And so
cute.
if you have anything that needs to be covered, and you just carry it,
Right.
and it
That's
comes
adorable.
in a stick.
That is adorable.
And everything comes with a crystal for good energy.
Oh, I like that.
So we're going to give you one of those too.
thank
There you go.
Oh, thanks so much.
Yes, I often keep one in my bra.
You do?
I really do.
But
And
don't
it
you,
just-
like, you don't have
No, it's
anything
like
showing?
squishes
it?
right in there. It squishes right in there, and you just feel like the energy.
You don't keep it in your sock.
No, not in my sock.
You don't want to get a smelly crystal.
Exactly, not a
Okay.
smelly crystal.
All right, well, that was very nice. I love that. Now, I feel like, so you keep it inside of you, close to
I
you?
keep it close to me.
Okay.
Actually, I gave one to Donald Trump too.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
my.
he really liked it. He's really about the energy. Did you know that?
Yes, and when I heard after he lost the Iowa, or he came in second, Iowa caucus, he really toned it down and wasn't in the media and wasn't tweeting as much for 2 or 3 days. They were all commenting about it in the paper. So
He has a high energy. You can feel it.
Yes.
When I met him, you could feel it coming out
That's
from here.
crazy.
And he's very much into feng shui too.
Oh, wow.
You know, the movement and placement of things, like even in Columbus Circle, the building.
Right.
You know, the big spear there, that's
Yes.
to offset the sharp edges on the building.
Wow.
You walk in, there's always stone and
That's
water.
crazy.
He's good. I mean, people get a little bit.
So do people hire you to do this kind of spiritual reading for
Yes,
them?
they do the spiritual reading, and I clear people's energy.
Okay.
And I'll mix oils for them and unblock their chakras. Or let's say if they have something coming up, like a audition with our actress.
Right. Oh, we'll have to
friend
bring Angela
here.
on.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll clear her energy and.
I think that's what I think that when we bring Angela on, that's what we'll have you do. Is do
Yeah.
a whole energy thing with her.
Yeah, definitely. But
And that hickey stick is hysterical.
yes, here's one
Where
for
do
you
the
too.
people? Thank you. Where do people find Tell me all the places they can find you. They can buy your goods.
You can go on G2organics.com, and that has everything right there.
Okay. Oh, that's great. So you can just buy your
you can buy
site.
everything, e-commerce and spas, salad. And
the packaging is adorable.
Oh, you know what? It was packaged in a cigar stick.
Okay.
And we have that too, and then we also have this.
Okay. So cute.
And it's all organic, and it does heal.
Wow.
It really does. It does.
So do you have like a really good fast story about somebody that, you used one of your things on a feng shui, a spiritual, something where you saw something change, like where you could tell us what they were like before and an after?
Yes, I have.
Do you have a story like that?
I do.
I'm really throwing them at you today.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I said, give it to me. I had a client, and she's still a client, and she's probably like about 26 years old.
Okay.
And she's one of these brainiacs, PhD, and she was still living at home with her mom. And she didn't know whether to accept the new job. She was afraid, and she was feeling, actually, when people start moving sometimes out of the dysfunction and moving into a separate level, like you see like with a lot of celebrities, all of a sudden they're famous and they don't know how to relate to the other people.
Yes.
And so she came in and she had major blocks on her, on her chakra.
Right.
So I lay her down, I clear the energy, I mix certain oils, I give her some meditation that she needs to do.
Right.
And there's something that you can do with like a figure 8.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this.
I feel like I saw something like this once.
And you just like keep meditating every night on like what you want.
Ooh.
And she wanted this job, and so she put the job here, her name here, and she kept
doing this 8. So that your life is in a circle and it's going around.
Circular, going around, sending it to a higher frequency.
Right.
Okay. So she wound up getting the job.
Right.
She wound up making more money. Her boyfriend, they wound up moving in together.
Wow.
And they just got married.
Oh my God, that's a crazy story.
Isn't that a crazy story? And that's absolutely true. There's been people where I've seen and then they've landed great roles.
Right.
Actresses maybe handed some roles. I do have some celebrity clients, but I don't want to,
I understand.
Just to protect them. But one of them got a really, really major,
awesome.
gig afterwards.
So I just want to say, Sheree, again, anyone wants to like hire you, anyone wants to buy any of your items that you sell, they can go to this one place to find everything.
They can go to G2organics.com or CherieCorso.com. And I also have a private practice at Nicholas's Day Spa in Pelham.
Okay, great. So that's and you're on Twitter too, I think.
I'm on Twitter. I'm on every social media. My life is so out there.
Okay, good. I'm so happy you were here with me today, but I am actually going to stop for a sponsor break, and then we're going to bring on, if you don't mind sitting here.
No, not at all.
Because I'm going to bring on actress Angelica Belcamino, and we'll do that in a few minutes. Okay, so today, another one of our Artist Spotlight sponsor is La Rock. La Rock's music is a pedal to the metal, roll down your windows, don't get a speeding ticket type of rock music. Her music is raw, honest, and real, and it's amazing. You have to hear her. She has the ability to marry a hard rocking sound that rises like a phoenix from the embers of the likes of Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, and The Cure. If you like real rock, good guitar, and some drums, go find her at www.rockmusic.com and on Twitter at @LRock'n'Roll. So now I'd like to bring on our second guest. Oh, I gotta take off my glasses. Our second guest, actress Angelica Belcamino. Hey, Angela. Woo!
Hey, how are you? Good.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me. Congratulations.
Yes, and this is my only problem. I think I have to ask Sheree to bring over another chair. And Angela, if you can take a seat, because before we do anything, I feel like Sheree, you might have something to kind of round out this whole piece with, because you have brought a sage, and maybe you can do a reading on Angela.
Love it.
I gotta say, this energy work really has me interested. I need some good energy.
Really? Are you having, New York City, it's crazy, a lot of competition.
Well, that's
There's
true.
Only one Angelina in the house.
You're so sweet.
What we're going to do first is let me feel your aura, and I can tell you a little bit about yourself, and then we'll take it from there.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Do you notice how I shifted it away from me right onto Angela?
Smooth.
I see a block. I see something we need to work on over there. Well, first of all, you're an incredible thinker, because I feel the heat coming out from your head right now. And again, you feel like there's a lot of heat coming out from this area, a lot of weight on your shoulders right now.
Oh, I see it. It looks heavy.
Yeah. Did you recently have a breakup or something with a relationship? Because there's some heat coming out from your heart. Just go down here.
So is Sheree on the money?
She's good.
This is exciting.
You can really feel it. Do you ever just like next to someone, you can feel like whether they have.
Well, you're like, oh, I don't want to sit next to them.
I'm getting the icks or something
yes.
like
You
that.
feel, that I know what you
energy,
mean.
negative energy.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
you can feel that from people.
Yeah,
for sure.
That is really true.
What I want to do is I just want to kind of move the energy from her head down
love
to her
this.
feet. And I wanted to ask you, do you ever, you know the Christian Louis Vuitton shoes that people wear that are like $700?
Louboutins with the red under the thing. Yeah.
You know why
Under
people
the
wear those?
Why?
Because they love them, and
they're trying to get noticed.
Them because of the red is the root chakra, and that grounds people.
I like that.
So they're here. So what I did was I just kind of pulled the energy down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little sage. So I'm going to light this up. I hope I don't have NYPD.
Oh God,
here.
I hope not.
No, maybe not. Well,
all right. You feel.
Yeah.
You feel.
No,
like
you know what? I think I can just do it a little bit. We can just
Yikes.
a little.
Yikes.
Just a little.
Be all right.
Just a little smoke. I'm sure.
Living on the edge.
All right.
Studio here.
We'll just.
I know we are living on the edge here. Oh gosh.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, and that's all you do. Okay.
Well, I would usually.
You would leave it lit
more. Yeah.
Okay.
And what we're going to do, I find the smell very comforting. I don't know.
I have to smell it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, woo! It smells like something. All right.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It does.
And then what we're going to do is just do this and this.
Wow, it's really strong. I still like feel it. Very neat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if you go to church and they do the smoke and incense and everything here.
I was at a communion many years ago, but
okay. So
what now? What did that do by lighting the sage?
This
and
got rid of any negative energy that's on her, and it moved the energy around.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wanted to pull the energy from on top down. Now this is like a quartz crystal. And I want you to take this.
It smells really good in here.
It does.
There's something
very
comforting
relaxing.
about
that's
it.
crazy. Joey, do you smell it over there?
I haven't got it yet, but
okay, you will. It smells really good.
You really do?
Right.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
This is a quartz crystal, and they're the most healing energy crystals. And they're also for balance. And Manhattan is built on quartz. And I've traveled all over the world. Don't you find this the most exciting? It brings everybody together.
Yes, that's so funny.
It is true. Yeah.
It's such an exciting
I
city.
didn't know that until a geologist told me, well, that's why you're attracted to quartz, because I had no idea, because New York is it.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting.
That's
amazing.
part of it. And then, you know what, if we were, I would work a little bit on this area, because I do feel a lot of heat coming out of the heart area. But what I can tell you about your face is that you like to take risks, and you're very ambitious.
Okay.
And you are a thinker, the way your forehead goes forward. You're very positive, upbeat, and looking when you're very positive, because the ends of your mouth turn up, where your cheekbones, and also people with very high cheekbones like yourself too, Rebecca, they're very positive, and they have like a very
You are my new best friend.
No, you do have high cheekbones. Look at that.
People have accused me of being negative in my life, but I am very positive.
I think you're very
so thank
positive.
you.
I can tell, because you know what?
Thank you.
Like people with and I call it like money bit, like right down here. They're usually like very negative.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Your stuff is so cool.
I'm going to be looking at people's faces now, trying to.
Yeah, and then we were
decipher.
talking about hands, and I'm just going to give you a little tip.
Okay.
If you're holding someone's hand. And you go like this, and they like twirl it easy. She's very flexible. If somebody holds it stiff, they're not. And
that means their personality is flexible.
Right. And then you see these two fingers.
Yeah.
How they're the same size.
Right.
That's leadership quality. A lot of presidents have that. Like, I don't have that. I'd rather have someone else make the plans and just come.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, you have it too. You like to be in charge, you girls.
I do. Okay.
Yeah. Do you? Those two, yeah, they are pretty much the same size.
Okay.
But there is something that Angelina has that this ring, when you have a ring here, very pretty and everything, but it does block the energy going through your body.
Ooh,
so I would recommend no thumb rings. Remember Julius Caesar, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, that's interesting.
Everything is a thumb. Did you know if you didn't have a thumb, they would take a toe and sew it on so you could have a thumb, because you really can't.
Oh, in the olden days?
Yeah, because you really can't do everything.
Olden days could have been like 5 years ago. Okay. Sheree, I love that you did this with us today.
I totally
And I'm going to just chit-chat a little bit with Angela.
Definitely.
Thank you so much,
wrap up.
You're so sweet.
Okay. So, Angela.
Yes.
Tell me about We Are the Stars.
We Are Stars.
Oh, We Are Stars, yes.
So,
I'm sorry.
No problem. I've only been in New York about 2.5 years.
Okay.
Came from Florida.
Oh, wow.
And to start a business,
and it wasn't like what Sheree does, though.
Well, it's therapy. So so I have.
So funny.
Yep, I know, right? You have a whole theme going on here
and I didn't even realize it. Okay.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't know that about me, but I have my master's in mental health counseling.
Okay, wow.
And I worked a lot with college students, so I started a college coaching business upon coming here. It takes time.
Like people who are in crisis?
Not necessarily. It could be anything, any, life skills, anxiety, depression, relationships. College is a really tough time.
Yes, it is a tough time.
And so, just to sort of help anyone navigate that process and being away from home and adjusting and all of that sort of stuff.
Right.
But in the meantime, because I wasn't really generating a lot of money, I got involved. I've been performing my whole life. Which
I just have to say goes back to Sheree's beginning of her conversation, where you have to do what's authentically you.
Yes.
It doesn't mean like you didn't really enjoy studying that and helping people, but probably really deep down you wanted to do something else, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And being in New York, as Sheree mentioned as well, it's such a great energy about the city. It's really motivating and
especially now that we have our crystals.
I know. Do I get to keep this? I hope so. So anyway, I actually did some background extra work for money to just sort of take in money while I was doing the business.
Right.
And I met some other folks, some good friends at this time, and we sort of were just, talking about our experiences on set and just it's a whole funny world.
Right, you were all like penned in, waiting for your like 1 second. You're in like the courtroom scene, and then you go back for 10 more hours and you sit in a room.
Right.
Yes, I did that once.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun, but it's a whole, it's a world, and there's some characters in it. And
then there's the people who are like always out at those extra things. Like they're like continuously in every like LA law or New York law. I mean whatever the shows are called.
It's like screenshotting all of these So
you had a lot of time to chat.
Right. And talk about how unique this world was.
Right.
And so we decided to do a web series kind of about it. So that was the foundation for the series.
Oh, cool.
Came from that. And it sort of branched to not just background, but the casting world. And, it's basically for characters who are friends trying to make it in New York.
Right.
And sort of their shenanigans. And from there, there's Uber driving involved, and
I knew I saw some Uber driving.
Yep.
And then there's another show you have called Lindsay's World, which she said was part of the same.
Yeah, it's all on the same YouTube channel. It's sort of our writer-director of We Are Stars came up with an idea of doing a spin-off with my character from We Are Stars, which is Lindsay. And it's just sort of like shorter little fun clips. We sort of tackle more LGBTQ topics and pop culture and
were all the topics like universally decided, or did like just one of the cast members have larger fingers or whatever and they were a leader?
No, it's a good collaboration. You know, we all sort of bring our own ideas to the table. There's a lot of just improvising, and we get together and chat about this would be funny, or, you know, certain things that are in the news too, because we are ultimately trying to generate views and be seen, and I'm, you know, been really focused on trying to create a social media presence.
Right.
So a lot of it's been about that too, is like what would be interesting to people, what can sort of raise awareness or educate. And
oh, so that's really good.
Yeah.
So I understand you might be like not too bad at doing some characters.
Oh, I don't know about that, meaning I don't know what. I'm not an impression person, but
All right.
I gotta work on that.
Okay, but I watched your videos and you do different people in them. You're not always you. You didn't look like you in them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you. You're like, no, I was me. Your hair was different.
The long hair?
Yeah, or you had like a barrette,
I did have,
or your hair was crimped.
yeah. Well, I mean, I did have long hair. I cut it, type of a deal.
All right. So I'm gonna do a fun, easy improv game with you.
Okay.
And let's see how many points you can get. Oh, wait, here we go. Let's see how many points you can get. Okay. All right. You can be red, since we now learned that red is like I don't know what we learned, but we learned something about the color red.
All right. I like it. Down with red for Valentine's Day.
Right. Oh, that's true. Okay. So, okay. I guess I'm going to first start with, what's your favorite animal and can you imitate them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. My favorite animal is a penguin.
Okay. I'm going to give you... That's so cute. Okay, wait. I think I did that wrong, because now you have 10 points.
I have 10. I got 10.
But you're only supposed to get 1 point. Once at a day camp, I was like the drama teacher for the little kids, and I made them do all these improv games, so... I thought like that might be something fun for
Yeah, it is fun. Yeah, why not?
So, you also told me that you like dancing.
Yes.
Is there a dance move you can do for us that either A, has a name, or B, doesn't, but that you can do it?
Sure.
Okay.
Of course. So, do you want me to, without telling you, do you want to guess it?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. There we go.
Because I need, a little space.
Yeah, I think. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh my God, that's so cute! I love it. Okay, you definitely got a score for that one.
It's a little old school, but I think, I tend to like.
Okay, 2,
90s, so.
So, all right, so how do I know what that dance was? That was so cute.
It's like, the hammer or the Roger Rabbit, I think, is more like the back one.
All right. And then for your last thing, is there any character or person who you play in any of your YouTube videos and or that you've done in a class or an audition that you think is different from who we see here sitting here today, the Angela we're with?
I think Lindsay, I don't do impressions of actors yet. Maybe that will come in time.
That's fine. I wasn't hold you need.
I do think my character can be a little bit more like diva bitch. And so, I don't know if it's okay to curse.
You can do whatever you want. It's Anthony Cumia's studio, so.
So it's a little, I tend to be a friendlier, I can be edgy, you can piss me off. But, my character, my character, got, in a bikini. I don't know if you saw the bikini scene for Pizza.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds really good. I did see a few of them.
I did.
And they were cute and funny.
That's my favorite one that I've done. It's from episode 3 of We Are Stars.
Okay.
And
does that character, is that something different than who you are?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so do one line. I don't care what you make up, whether it's something from the little episode or just, talking about your crystal. But do it in the character that you are in.
Okay. Can I get some free pizza for this crystal?
Sure you can. there's a lot of pizza going on here today. Woo, thank you.
She's a little more seductive, but yeah, it's more like hair flips.
Right.
And,
but Angela, I will say for our viewers today, when I watched the videos, I was like, that's not the same girl that girl. And so we're going to give you the 3.
Oh, thanks.
Ooh, is that you in the bikini?
That's it.
Woo!
Pizza scene.
All right.
I don't tend to get, in a bikini for pizza typically.
Right. Yeah, that's those
fun.
2 words don't go together, bikini and pizza. Angela, thank you so much for being a good sport and being here today. And you had a lot thrown at you. You had a spiritual reading. You had to do a whole bunch of improv stuff, and you just had to actually show up. So
yes, it was fun. It was great. It was a great time.
I was really glad to have you, and I have to give one of these to Sheree before we go. But I have a girlfriend. Her company is called Fully Dipped, and she makes these chocolate-covered Oreos, and we have some cooler ones.
That's
so
awesome.
You can take one,
Thank you so much. Thank you. Those are so cool.
And where can people find you? Like on social media? Yeah,
absolutely. I have our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, the web series is youtube.com/wearestars.nyc. I have my own website as well, which is just angelabelcamino.com. And then on Twitter and Instagram, it's at Angela Belcamino.
Okay, Angela, thank you so much. It was great having you here.
Thanks.
Okay, and thank you to my guest, Cherie Corso.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you so much for all your reading and all of your talents. And thank you to Joey Lee from Kosmos for being here today. And I can't wait to come shop at your store. And if you're looking for me, you can find me at RebeccaBermanTV.com, at Rebecca Berman TV, on Instagram, Rebecca.Berman, and Facebook, Rebecca Berman. And thank you so much for being in the cooler with me today.